An area that saw very strong winds overnight and early this morning. So from the university or Utah State University campus, looking over Crash Valley, looks pretty phenomenal. Wind gusts over 60 miles per hour were reported up at the Logan Airport. 63-mile-per-hour wind gusts, in fact. Didn't see any real storm damage reports. I know there were a lot of power outages this morning. A lot of it's been restored, if not all of it, since then. Cedar City had a thunderstorm roll through. 62-mile-per-hour wind gusts at the airport. Utah State University, 53-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. Farmington, 52, 45 in Centerville. University of Utah had a 45-mile-per-hour wind gust yesterday evening as well. So these are 24-hour wind gusts and 24-hour precipitation totals. Price sitting at 1/2 of an inch of moisture. Some of the higher mountain areas were closer to 3/4 of an inch of moisture as well. Ridgefield, 0.35. Tooele, 0.3 of an inch. Fillmore, just shy of that. Enterprise had 1/4 of an inch of moisture. Olympus Cove, even 1/4 of an inch. Pretty nice and sunny across the Wasatch Front currently. Baraguna, 2300ths as well. Harriman, 0.2 of an inch. In the airport, last check I looked at 0.04. Almanac showed 0.05. Not sure where that reading's coming from unless there's a discrepancy somewhere. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, not much of a difference there, but just a few hundredths of an inch. Satellite radar showing we do have this area of low pressure off towards the west of us, a retrograding low, continuing to channel or funnel moisture up from the south. You can see where it's most active across central southern parts of the state. We have had severe thunderstorm warnings in place, so this band of moisture should end up trickling further north eventually along the Wasatch Front later this evening. It's weakening, though, especially as the sun's going to start to go down, so it's not going to be quite as active as it is right now across the southwest corner of the state. Hey, flash flood potential. This is typically a graphic we don't show until monsoon season, which usually fires up in July. This is Maysoon, where we're seeing a monsoonal type pattern already in mid-May. So possible flash flood potential for Canyonlands, Zion, Bryce Canyon, Capitol Reef, San Rafael Swell, Glen Canyon. So if you're going to be recreating it all into Monday, we have flash flood potential out there already this afternoon and evening as we're continuing to see some of these showers and storms. So FUTURECAST showing again moisture bubbling up from the south. Plan on additional showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. Moisture potential is there for the Wasatch Front. Should see quiet conditions overnight with another chance, less impressive as far as Monday afternoon. Some scattered showers and storms tomorrow, and this pattern will continue even into Tuesday, although it's going to be less of a threat. Chance of moisture, we're just hanging out in that slight chance range as high pressure will start to take over. Moisture within that ridge is still going to generate a chance of an isolated to scattered storm. So forecast tomorrow, 81 is expected. So temperatures are warming up with the high pressure that's going to be building in. Logan, 68 for the high. St. George, 91. Slight chance of moisture. We're going to keep it's about a 10 to 20% chance of seeing a shower or storm. Breezy winds throughout the week. We're in the 90s, so we're above average by about 10 degrees across the state. 93 next Saturday, 94 on Sunday. Still a slight chance of moisture hanging around, so not a washout of a forecast by any means any of those days. Just keep your eye to the sky if you're going to be out and about. If you do hear thunder or see lightning, get indoors until it passes through. Storm chance 81 for the Wasatch Front, 83 on Tuesday. Mostly sunshine. We could see an isolated storm pop up as well. For the most part, low 80s. We're usually in the low 70s this time of year. Slight chance through the end of the week. The weekend still looks pretty nice. Breezy winds, 80s expected. 85 on Saturday, 87 next Sunday. Still a chance of rain, partly cloudy skies.